What
awesome.
was it like becoming shooter again? Was it instant, or did it take a little bit to get into, or did it feel? And also, you had to approach it like, "Hey, this is 30 years later. I've been through some stuff. It's not the same exact guy."
You're speaking like an actor. Wow, this guy's talking about background.
Well, I
and
was
things
in
like
the
that.
movie.
I don't remember you.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair,
yeah,
Chris.
yeah,
We didn't have any
yeah.
scenes, but you could have improv something and maybe gotten me in more.
I could have.
You could have,
but
but
it
you
was
didn't.
the suit that I went,
Yeah.
when I talked to that guy.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's going to pay me out. No, of course I saw you, and we had a lot of laughs, but
Yeah,
you were
my expense.
You were on the bad team. So
Oh, yeah, that's true. We were
right.
against each other.
That's right.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
We're regular golf. You
Yeah.
guys are something else completely.
You're pure.
Oh, well, yeah, I slipped on the shoes pretty easily. Although the track that Shooter takes in the sequel is quite different from the first one. It was pretty much mano y mano in the first one, and a lot of a lot of trash talking and things like that, which I loved doing. And then I came out of this situation where you don't know where Shooter's been for the last 29.5 years. You go, what the hell happened to that guy? And after he gets his ass kicked by all the guys running down stealing the jacket back. But it was so funny. I was in that place we were just talking about. There's cameras everywhere. You can't I like to get a picture of that, so I get that line good. Really, no, you don't do that. They slap your wrist, and then but Adam would peek out of his office and see me going and going, McDonald's getting it. It's awesome. So I just ran with it. It was just really, really funny, and it's a great journey in that it's kind of redemptive for both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we did something big in this.
Yeah.
We saved golf.
Yeah.
I mean, that is huge. Because, it's kind of a little bit, I mean, people are going to say it's like the live thing.
Yes.
And all that stuff, and how different it was, and how you become an instant multi-billionaire if you join them and stuff like that. Well, this crazy guy played really well by Benny Safdie.
Yes.
Speaking of Benny Safdie, do you guys see Smashing Machine trailer?
The trailer is fantastic.
I haven't seen the trailer yet.
The trailer is
Fire.
amazing.
Dude.
It's crazy.
sick.
It's
The
going to be
Rock.
good. It's going to be big.
I say this one's going to get some
Oh,
notice.
no, I have seen that trailer.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't know the title. You talking about
Yeah.
The Rock and the wrestling
Yeah. Oh,
movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Smashing Machine.
Yeah.
And he tells me he's really such a cool guy. I hung out with him a lot this last weekend doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he, anyway, I'm digressing, but at the same
I
time,
like where
he
you're
says
digressing.
How great The Rock is. I mean, man, nailed it. He would take great direction, but the best direction that he took is like he says to him, "Yeah, you might need to go out and perhaps juice it up a little bit." He goes, "I got it." He comes back and he looks like that. I mean, foam, shoulders, and just badass. So I can't wait to see it. I mean, the trailer just blew me away.
No,
Yeah,
I think The Rock's gonna get nominated for that.
Yeah.
It's
time.
I didn't know the title. Forgive me for that. But
look at the pictures.
But
right
when
there.
I saw that trailer, I said, "Oh, he get nominated for that." Have you been around business long enough? You know the Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
And you can't even recognize him.
No. What a great job. Then who's the guy? The Mark Krieger or something like that he's playing? He's just one of the
Mark Kerr.
Kerr. That's it. Yeah.
I'm amazed at Benny Safdie that he's like one of those guys that can also compartmentalize, like to be an actor, then go write, then direct. It's very. I struggle just.
Yeah.
How do you do all those things? Go film this and then go work on your script. It seems very impressive to be able to do that.
He has plates spinning in the air. It's kind of great. He went back home to the city every night because we weren't working every day, and he lives in the hood that I do in New York, and so he zipped back and forth like that, and he just got it done. The man was like, I was always working, and then very, very funny in the movie.
Very
So,
funny. Yeah,
kudos
he's got
to
a
him,
great
yeah.
sense of humor.
He really does.
He really is a good sense.
And he's a great guy.
Great guy.
Yeah.
He did when we did those podcast scenes where he goes on and promotes on the podcast as his character, and the riffing, that was like the most loose we were.
Yeah.
The improv with him and everybody was unbelievable. He was able to riff with Bobby Lee and Santino, quick back and forth. It was very impressive.
Yeah.
So he was definitely cool.
Yeah.
The also the golfers, Jaleel, when they come on the set, the pro golfers, the legends, right? These guys are icons.
You got your legends and you got your legends in training. When you're in a room and this has been talked about, there's some really, really, really big names in golf. If you think of the top 10 guys who were golfers, and they're in their 70s and 80s now, 50s, 60s. I mean, and then these guys who are coming up in the world, and they just joined it like this. I'll never forget. I was not working.
How do they get along though?
You'd be surprised. They're
they
like
get along
good
pretty good.
buddies.
Okay.
They're still a little competitive. You know what I mean? They're like, you got to do the thing. It's not funny. Watch, do it like this, and try it this way. They would razz each other a little bit, but at the same time, when everybody's lighting the whole set and they're back there bantering around, I'm going, this is hysterical. This is great. These guys are really friendly until you get them on the golf course. Goes, love you, man, but I'm going to kick your ass. And that's the way they think. Just boom, turns a whole other way. The game is on, and you go out and see all the great things that happen. Roy gets the Grand Slam in golf. I cried. He cried. It was just such a beautiful thing to get to say, I know these guys.
Yeah.
So that was one of the biggest gifts of this whole experience was getting to know those guys, and then walking in when they were setting up a new scene and everybody's just yakking to each other, and then the legends go out and they go, because I'm way down there, and they go shooter, and everybody starts doing the shooter thing like this. It was like so sick and wrong.
Which legend's personality surprised you the most though? Like just not what you would have thought at all.
Well, I didn't get to meet many of them beforehand, but I sat down with Jack Nicklaus for a good 45 minutes.
That's the Bear, baby.
Talking about everything, talking about life, talking about golf, of course, talking about future, giving back, you name it. We talked about it, and then Lee Trevita would come over, and then we just make other fun stories going on, and then Corey Pavement, what a swing that guy's got, and then the young guys. You get Scotty, you got all of the great JT and Xander Schauffele, and those guys are just money, just such good dudes.
But they also treat you
like you're one
you
of
were
them.
a golfer.
Maybe
They're
that was it.
They're
Maybe
bigger
that was
fans
it.
of him.
They treat you like you're one of them.
They all love the movie, that's for sure.
I call it the West Wing effect. The entire cast of the West Wing, they kind of went through a complex for a second where they actually thought they were politicians and they belonged in White House because they were so welcome.
So welcome everywhere.
They were
Absolutely.
so welcome everywhere in the
Yeah.
political realm because of the show.